Here we go. So for the first file, as soon as you start the game, make sure you go into your inventory and interact with the investigation report in the inventory. So of course, don't worry, the game will actually tell you to use this, but I don't think you actually have to use it, so it can be missed. Now for the file, next one, just follow the sequence of the street here. On the right hand side, you will find a lady looking at this next file. So make sure you look at it when she leaves the area. Now the next key item, can't really miss it. As you progress through the destroyed pub, you will find the old key, excuse me, on the back of the photo. Now going through the next door, you're going to find the hotel pamphlet located on the floor as we get into the next section. I believe this is the lobby area. So now once again from the last location, from the lobby, we want to go behind the reception desk area, go into the office space, and you will find the file located inside the desk directly in front of you. Also, we're going to grab the hotel map located on the right hand side. Okay, for the next key item, head up the stairs. So go back to the lobby section, go up the steps, and we're going to find the key item wire cutters just on the pool table on your left. Okay, so once you have done multiple things, so you watch a cutscene, then you'll go back down here and interact with this painting. Once again, this is all part of the story, so you can't really miss it. So make sure you interact with this. This will be the journal and also the key item for the emergency exit. And now the only thing in this next section, so as we're playing as Leon, this is automatically given to you throughout the story. So just make sure you don't have to look at it, but you'll get the report in your inventory, so you can't really miss it. So now we're back with Grace once again. So after the many cutscenes, you'll be in this mysterious house. You'll find the progress notes located directly in front of you. Now for the next key item, go the only way you can. You'll go past a fuse box and a closed gate. On the left hand side, you will find your key item here. This will be the key. Just an FYI guys, I am playing on New Game Plus, so I may find things in replace of a different item. So just to keep you aware of that. So with the key item, go inside to save room. You will find a lighter again, once again part of the story, and you will find some ink ribbons and whatever difficulty mode you're playing on. So now we're going to go into the next doorway. So with the lighter now, we can access this area. I believe we got to grab this one, but I'm not too sure at the moment. So I think you can actually miss this, but since you can go in room 202, just make sure you grab that note. So this coin I missed. This is a very, very good coin to hide. So in the nurse's station, use the trolley to pick up the antique coin number 1 on top of the lockers. Just an FYI, antique coins are not related to any achievement, but they will be very, very handy to get upgrades. So I will be showing hopefully all of them, but if I happen to miss one, it's not going to be a big issue. Yes. Once again, pick up the screwdriver on top of the next set of lockers. So once again, part of the story, pick up the next fuse in room 201 and we can move on. Alright, so once we play as Leon for the next time, I'm not going to show you every single one of these things. This is just because I'm playing on New Game Plus, just maybe you're playing on New Game Plus too. But yeah, there is a tracking module behind us when we spawn in. So for your first of many Mr. Raccoons. So after the chainsaw fight, go through the doorway and on your right, go through the next door and you will find this one right next to the stairs as we go up. So basically given to you, if you're not blind. We're now back with Grace. So this will be one of a few big areas. So antique coin number 2. As we get into the main hall, there will be a safe haven here on the left hand side. You will find antique coin number 2 in this room, and also you will find a few things as well. So there is an achievement for interacting with your storage, but I didn't want to tell you that just because you'll do it anyway, naturally. So you'll find the file on the desk. The next file will be the drawing or the whiteboard. Just a note, not really a file. Now for the key item, West Wing keycard. In here we'll find, once again, the West keycard after the cutscene is played out. Now moving into the dining room, so the top section of this area, we're going to find the pistol. Unfortunately, I did pick up the weapon already, so it will be right there on the floor. Now during your adventure, there will be many zombies who will either hold a makeshift knife or a hunting knife. So this guy here was holding a hunting knife, but maybe the spawns will vary on your playthrough. So I'm not too sure if you'll find one here. But once again, these final weapons I don't think is even related to any achievement, but I just think I might just throw it in there. So this is a makeshift knife on the bottom left there when I'm showing my mouse cursor pointer. But there's also one here. These knives are pretty useless, but also can come in handy if you get grabbed by a zombie from the front end. Now for coin number 3, just proceed on with the story. You'll find this one just on the counter as we progress through, just before we go up the steps. So now the map, so this will be your your next enemy will be on the steps. Once you have killed him, you should hopefully see the map directly in front. So now the next thing we're going to find is a weapon. We're going to do the safe, got antique coins and all that stuff. So for coin number 4, this is located in the bar and lounge area. This will be on the piano. And everyone's favorite singer is directly ahead. Unfortunately, we need to kill her now to get the coin number 5. Now we're going to grab the safe. So from what I've read, the insanity safe codes are different to normal and hard, or easy normal. So I haven't added them to this guide. I may do a separate guide because there's antique coins in different locations as well. So make sure you pick up the weapon. This will be Grace's original pistol from the very first prologue. Now do the combination 10, 80, 30. So starting go from left, then go right and then left. Now for the file folded note. In the same area but not in the lounge. So go through the door. And you will find a scientist coat on the left hand side. And inside you will find the folded note. So this will be a clue. I believe it's a clue on what to do. Or what you need to find. Okay, so this room has quite a few collectibles. So in the, I think this is the, oh, sorry, the chairman's office. So yeah, right here. So we're going to find the file here on the right hand side. This will be copy of an email to a manager. Now inside here will be the manager's office. He will be eating his secretary, not in a good way. You will pick up the pencil. Now go back into the previous room. You will find the red jewel in the trinket box. So you need to interact with that to get the trinket to unlock. Now we're going to grab the note to a chairman. I did not even see it in this room prior. So in this same room, you will find a bin that will have a note. This is all scrumpled up. And then the next one will be the chairman's note. So when you go to the ripped off piece of paper in the waiting room, you will need to use your pen anyway. Once you've done this, then this will count towards a note to the chairman as well. Okay, the key item, I believe these do not change throughout what difficulty you're playing. So it should be all the same combination. So moon, sun, star, moon. And then of course we'll find the moon quartz as well. So heading back to the main safe room, we're now going to grab coin number 9 and 11. Try your best, bring the antique coins with us. I believe we are going to do the upgrade section in the, is it the pearl room? I think it's called. So with the red jewel in hand, we can now access this room. Just be warned, there will be a zombie in here, but it is currently deactivated until you come here for a second time. So you will find the next 3 antique coins located in this area, 1 on the table and there's 2 on the right hand side of where the bar is. So now for the key item, we're going to grab the east wing keycard located right next to the zombie. Okay, so before we leave, we're going to grab some of these upgrades. So recommendation is to grab this upgrade first for the override manual. This will increase your blood to 150, just because we can use empty bottles to get some upgrades as well, like for the stabilization and something else is called stabilizer, I think. But let's grab the override and the hip pouch first. Now for this achievement, if you want to go get it, you may get it naturally to playing, but there will be a charm located in the pantry. Depending what difficulty mode you're playing on, if you're playing on casual mode, this guy will die pretty damn easy. But if you're playing on the classic or modern, it will take a few more shots to kill him. And of course, if you're playing on insanity mode, it will take a great deal of damage. So really depending what mode you're playing on, but I'm playing on the classic setting. All we need to do is kill this guy. We should get the achievement now called Order Up. This is also the key item. This is optional key item. I don't think we actually need it to progress with the story, but it does hold a charm and a few bits of blood and some ammunition. So go into the kitchen. We're going to go into the pantry now. Okay, we're back in the main hall section, so the central hall. Now with the east keycard, we're going to go into the east wing now. You will find this raccoon directly in front of you as soon as you enter. Very hard to miss, but I've already grabbed it so you won't see it. Alright, moving on upwards to the examination room. We're going to get the safe now. We're going to have 3 antique coins. We're going to also grab this one. I don't show the achievement for this, but there is an achievement for basically stealth killing the zombie with this thing. But once again, this isn't really like an achievement based thing. I just want to show you some achievements just because it's got a collectible there as well. So do the combination from right to left, 30 left, no, 30 left, 30, 10 and 50. Once again, going from right to left. Now another key item, we're going to go and find the blood collector now. So we are required to have this just because we can get some upgrades. We can also craft stuff with it. So it comes in handy overall. But since we do have the upgrade already, we should have a capacity of 150. So make sure now you to suck up the blood on the floor just so we can get all the good bits. Now go to the other side of the table. You will find your next file. In the same room, we're going to find one of these blood specimen things. This will give us, I believe, crafting abilities for pistol ammo and other stuff. And here's a combination. Pretty simple. It doesn't matter if you mess up multiple times. You can try it as many times as you want. Okay, we're now going to move on to the waiting room. Just an FYI, right now where I am, there will be 3 enemies. If you have at least 1 bullet in the Requiem, you can easily get that, kill 3 enemies with 1 bullet. I don't show it here because, once again, this isn't really like I'm going to do all achievements and stuff. Maybe I'll do a walkthrough version with all this and the achievements along the way, but I haven't fully decided yet. Also, go into the waiting room. We're going to grab the antique coins in the open safe. Now we're going to go to the right side, so we're going to find Mr. Chunk very soon. In this next area, you're going to find at least 2 more antique coins and also a Mr. Raccoon. I'm pretty sure that, well, this briefcase on the right isn't there on a new game, but it is on their New Game Plus. Could be wrong. Okay, we're going to grab the East Wing map. Pretty easy to find. Just go up the steps. We'll find it directly in front just before we go into the doorway on our left. Alright, so now for the lead researcher's pictures, there's going to be at least 4 files here. So when we go in, make sure we grab the lockpick. This will come in handy for extra goodies. I'll try my best to show you all the locations of the lockpick. Now go into the researcher's room and interact with 3 of these files here. There's going to be 4 in this room, but there's going to be the researcher's picture 1, 2, and 3 will all be very close to each other. Okay, I just want to let you guys know, but after we have activated Chunk, or Chunky, whatever his name is, I don't go back to where he comes from until quite a while, just because there's going to be another singer and also a key item in that direction. So I don't do it until later on in the video. Just because I don't think you guys will be equipped yet, just depending on what difficulty you're playing on. So we have now gotten the level 1 ID bracelet. So all we need to do for this achievement is to kill Mr. Chunk. Mr. Fat Man. Playing as Grace. You can't, yes, you can kill him with Leon, but you don't get the achievement. You have to kill him as Grace. So he is extremely easy to do. All we need to do is just simply just keep spamming this, basically. Just, he can't go through doors. But once again, if you're playing on easy mode, he will die a lot quicker.
What the fuck?
And then he will drop the charm for I Spy charm. Now we're going to go and grab the blood specimen now. So with the ID bracelet, we can now go back into the waiting room and unlock the level 1 door. Inside here, you will find the green specimen and also find a few pickups in the room as well. So now we're going to head back now to the blood lab, I think this area is called, to now actually get the next specimen. So go into the next level 1 door. In here, I think there's a hip pouch in here. Unless it's someone else I'm thinking of. No, I think that's someone else I'm thinking of. But in here you will find the specimen. Also you'll find the Victor's journal and an empty injector. So the empty injector is basically a upgrade injector that we can use our blood for. So you can increase your health with it or increase firepower. In my opinion, I think most people who play this actually say that the health is pretty useless. maybe insanity, you might need more health, but since the mode I'm playing on is pretty useless, I think. So now with that, we can actually now make the steroids and the stabilizer. Okay, so for the next achievement we're going to get is like mother, like daughter. Pretty basic. If you're an explorer, use the lockpick that you found on one of these simple locks. That's all you need to do. Also, this will help you get ammo for the Requiem as well. Okay, now we do have enough antique coins as well. So if you don't have any antique coins on you, go back to your safe and go grab the steroid and the stabilizer. So make sure you use these two. So once again, the steroids will increase your maximum health and the stabilizer will increase the firepower abilities of your weapons. We're now going to go into the filing room. I think that's called the filing room. But in here you will find the hip pouch. Of course you need the ID wristband or bracelet to get inside. Okay, so now we have basically done everything we can do up to this point, apart from that singing lady. We're not going to do just yet, because at this point I kind of forgot about her. But go into the final level 1 door for the bracelet. The bracelet will now be out of your inventory because we don't need no use of it. So right next to the safe haven or the safe room, you'll find another file on the right called construction notice. Now go inside, you're going to find also a key item, the wrench, and also you're going to find the lockpick as well. I don't tell that or don't show you that until after we pick up the wrench. I'm pretty sure. I did change the text, I think. Yeah, we did it. Okay, go down. We'll go the only way you can in this area. Don't go upstairs, go into the garage. And we're going to find the organ transport box. The only way you can figure out this combination is by doing the singing lady. But if you've done the game already like I have, I already know the combination. And just follow what I do. From my knowledge, this doesn't change. This is always the same. So number 2, number 5, yellow switches go down. Yeah, so pretty basic. And also we get the artificial lungs. Okay, now we're going to go back now. Let's go back to the safe room. After all that hectic stuff happens, we're going to go to the bar and lounge safe code file now. So now we're going to go left and inside this stairway. This will lead us to the next floor to, I can't remember what this level is now, this area. I know we're going to get the achievement very, very soon now. I can't remember this area now. But anyway, when you get into this office space, you will find the bar and lounge safe code. Office. It's just called office. Okay, so for this achievement, this is probably the only place I found that is very, very consistent of this achievement happening. So basically, in the other room, there is a blind patient. You've already seen one in the waiting room, but he is only aggroed by sound. He can't see you. But lucky enough, he's right next to his little friend as well. So all we got to do is grab the empty bottle, and then we're going to use that for a distraction so he can get very angry because he hates sounds. So like I said, this is very consistent compared to... Well, I tried it in the waiting room, but that was just a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. So you'll get the achievement as soon as that patient kills another person. And in this same room, we're going to find the empty injector. We're now going to find the Mr. Raccoon. So go back to the office, destroy the box. Well, now we can because the patient is now dead. we want to grab the background check, and also to the left we'll find the next Mr. Raccoon. Unfortunately, the next Raccoon in the next room behind us, we can't get it until we play as Leon. So once again, I'm going to show you this simple lock. I'm not going to really show you how to get there, this is just an extra bit of footage, just so you can get some more ammo. So now we're going to go and grab the artificial heart. This one's located, I believe, on the top floor. Oh no, sorry, this one's located in like the freezer. So since we do have the wrench now, we can go downstairs and interact with this valve that will simply just fall off the door hinge. Use the wrench, go inside to find the heart. Also, there are some goodies in this room, so make sure you do some looking around. And then we can now move on. Okay, so with ID number 2, I'm assuming everyone knows this now, playing this game. Basically, when you go to this guy, you put the iron lung in there, you put the heart in there as well. He will come alive. You don't have to shoot him, just leave him alone. He will just die naturally on his own. Okay, we're now going to grab the examination room safe code. So we're now going to go back up now, so where the chunk did spawn. So in the locker room where I believe he was in this room, you will find plenty of blood that you can pick up, but on the overturned locker, you will find the examination room safe code. So now, I'm pretty sure now we are well equipped to tackle this next room. So in the conference room, we're going to find, I believe, 2 antique coins. One's on the table on the right and one's on the singer lady in the room as well. So once again, we need to kill that woman, and also you will get an achievement as well, because there's the achievement for killing both singing ladies, or singing zombies. So if you follow this guide to the T, then you should get the achievement anyway, without me even having to tell you.
I got this.
So now go to where the lady was singing in that room. We'll find the key item for the corrosive that we need to go back to the lead researcher's room, very close by, and also we'll find the patient medical records as well. Also, there is a Leon's bracelet here. Of course, we can't grab it because we're not playing as Leon. So just remember when we come back to this area as Leon. I'm pretty sure I show it, but I don't think I do. Okay, so now we have got everything we need to do with this area. We're now going to go back to the lead researcher's room. And lo and behold, Victor will be there.
What the fuck does he mean, destiny?
So the combination is pretty simple to figure out if you don't know what it is already. You look in the room behind us, you will find 3 photographs of this specific room. And you just do the combination for there. If you can't be asked to figure out, just look on the top left, you'll see star, sun, moon, and sun. So this one isn't too bad to figure out either. So I believe the letterbound thing isn't tied to any research files. It's just the Spencer's Research 1. Okay, so now we do have the level 2 bracelet. We can now grab 2 files. We're now going to go into the isolation ward. Just an FYI, when you clear this isolation ward completely, this area will be inaccessible after a certain point, so please make sure you do all your exploring, get all the goodies in this room before you actually continue on any further. So in the next room, just before we get to the last part of this section to get the level 3 bracelet, we're going to find 2 documents here in the same room. Okay, here we go. So for this, the bracelet, we are going to grab it from this dead guy. So all we have to do is just trigger the cutscene by looking at this puzzle here.
I can't tell which button's which. Braille.
Once again, this is automatically given to you, so you can't really miss it. So just an FYI, when you come back here again, that will be your last time you can come back into the ward. Okay, so go back to the main hall. We're now going to see that little girl. There will be a doll down here. This isn't part of any achievements, so I'm not going to show it. But like I said, I'm thinking about doing like 100% walkthrough of all the achievements and whatnot, so I will include it there if I happen to make that walkthrough. So now we're going to go back, since we do have some lockpicks, before we even talk to the lady or the small girl, Emily. I like to try and get stuff done as soon as I can. So we are now playing as Leon. So after the cutscene, we're now break free and we can run. So this next file is pretty simple to find, just to the left. Shortly after you gain control as Leon. We're now going to defeat Chunk, but also there will be a shotgun here. I already got it, so it's not here for me. It should be right here. After you defeat Mr. Chunk, you will get the hand grenade.
Sorry, but I'm not on the menu.
Now we're going to leave the attic section and open up the wardrobe on our right hand side. This will be the file for the basement save code, and also we get the weapon part. But for me, I believe it will be a Leon trinket because I got this one already on my first playthrough, so it just won't be there. Oh no, it won't be anything here, sorry, my bad. So the upgrade thing here for your gun will be there if you want to use it or not. So now we're in the chieftain's office. We're going to go back to the bar and lounge. Open this to find the dishwasher note. Okay, let's go to the next floor above, very close by to where we were. Now go inside where we found the blind patient getting very angry for that achievement. We will find Mr. Raccoon in this wardrobe. So now for extra goodies, go back to the filing room. In here we're going to find, I think it's just ammo. Or ammo and health. Now for the charm, we need to go back into the pantry, but since we killed the pantry guy already with Grace, this charm should be located in here. Of course, it won't be here for me because once again, I already grabbed it. But yeah, for you guys, if you're playing on your first or second playthrough, maybe this will be a charm, it may be a bracelet, depending what playthrough you're on or if you have it already. So now just something extra, we're going to grab now the tracking module stuff. So there's two of them we're going to grab, one here and one in the singing lady's room. I wasn't too sure if I actually recorded this, but I did. But yeah, that will be it for the Leon playthrough. We're now going to go back as Grace and do the next section. Okay, so once we gain control of Grace, the first two files will be automatically given to you, so you can't miss it. Now for the first official file in this room, just go directly straight. You'll find a body on the right, covered in blood, so make sure you grab the file there. Next one will be in the safe room, I believe. And on the table, I think it's to the left, it may be straight ahead, but there will be a file in here for the operation to eliminate the girl. Okay, so after the cutscene with the Emily, go to this control panel here and you will find that there's a file that we can interact with. This will be unlocking the cells file. Now for the key item, we're interacting with the control panel to grab the joint plug. We need this to get into other areas. Once again, it's all part of the story. Now Mr. Raccoon 7. So do a 180 and put the new plug that we've got inside this one, just so we can get Mr. Raccoon number 7 and also the technician's note in this same room. They should be right next to each other. Okay, now once we have grabbed the joint plug, so make sure you grab that before we leave. Go into the next room and on the right insert once again the joint plug that you hopefully should have grabbed on the way out. In this room there will be a safe, there's going to be a file and also a raccoon roundup map. Basically we'll show you every raccoon in this section or the Rhodes Hill. Of course, you won't see the map in here because I've already got it, but the combination will be right 6, left 4, right 80. Once again, the paperwork will be inside. You just don't see it from me because I already got it. The paperwork, I mean in the raccoon roundup map. Directly behind you, you'll find the security guard's report. Okay, the next one, we're going to find our second joint plug.
It's 2.
Now in the same area, we're going to find the lockpick as well. So this is where you're meant to go, but also you will find the lockpick as you go as well. So this one's not really that hidden if you look around the floor. So since I'm here, I'm going to start using my empty injectors. I didn't mean to add maximum health. I wanted to do the stabilizer, but I kind of messed up. But can't really do nothing now. But yeah, you should have, after this section, you should have 3 injectors you can actually use. But for now, there's only 2 I think we can use at the moment. So now Mr. Raccoon 8. At the bottom of the jail cells section, we're going to add once again a joint plug, making sure you do bring all the other plugs with you as you go. In here, you will find Mr. Raccoon on top of the television. Also, there's going to be a crafting recipe for the Molotov cocktail on the left hand side. It'll be in a briefcase. The cocktail does do really well in this scenario where we are now. Also with the lockpick, we're going to open up this locker to get some more rare materials so we can get some more ammo or whatever you want to do with it. Okay, once again, we're going to leave the cell. Make sure you grab your joint plug once again. Go through this crack in the fence or hole in the fence. You will find once again a lockpick here. And also we're going to find the key item, the square socket wrench in this same area. Just an FYI, if you have this place all lit up, you won't be able to go in this room. Okay, once you've done the next room, we're going to go to the collection pool to find the next 2 collectibles. So for the key item, this would be the forklift key. Once again, all part of the story, so you can't really miss it. Well, you can, you just like, you know what I mean. But in this room, we're going to find the hip pouch and also a map of this area. Because it's a bit too late now, I've already explored most of the room anyway. Okay, so now this will be quite some time. So basically, you'll go through the area. Have to go all the way back through. And eventually you'll come here. And here's another simple lock on the left hand side. So after the collection pool area, we're now going to grab the final joint plug. So this should be number 3. But of course we still have the other 2 in the other place still. So we need to go grab that very shortly before we leave. Okay, so after we have left, we have now rescued Emily. So in this section on the right, there will be a zombie that comes out of this doorway. I believe it's this doorway. That will have an empty injector. So do what you must to grab that if you want to. It's not important if you miss it. Okay, now we're going to run away from the big girl creature. We're going to grab also the key item for the star quartz. And also the, I believe this is like an Easter egg, severed hand. This is optional. You don't really need it for any achievement based thing. So now since I have now got the next empty injector, I'm going to use it for the stabilizer. Once again, on my playthrough on normal, I don't think it's really needed for the maximum health to be any higher than what it is. So now let's head back to one of the blood labs. Once again, this severed hand is an Easter egg that spells out glitch. It's not required for anything, but if you want to know what it is, then that's what it is. I have no idea what this means, so I had to Google it, and apparently it spells out glitch. Hey, we're now officially done with this house. Or the mansion, whatever you call it. So go to the bottom of the steps, and underneath as we go down on the right hand side, or just outside I should say, on the chair or table, you will find antique coin 22. It's pretty pointless now grabbing antique coins because there's no use of them now, so we're officially done with the antique coins. But now after you watch the cutscene with the helicopter pilot, you'll grab the file as soon as we enter the house. Now this part is pretty simple as well. I'm going to find the file and the key items. So the key item will be one here. This will be the double model. I think it'll be the double model. And there we go. And also we are going to grab the hourglass and also the document. Note regarding research results. And also the hourglass. Not really sure what the hourglass does. I don't think it does anything for us. It might be related to that one doll achievement thing, but I'm not sure what that hourglass does. Okay, so for the file now, after we've used the after we've gone down the move-in room, right next to your next save point will be the Spencer's Research 2 file. Now going through the collection and testing room near the end of this section, before we go up the steps, we're going to find 2 collectibles here. A Subject 170 record, and also we're going to find the map of this area. Once again, this is pretty pointless, but there it is anyway. Now go up the steps. We're going to find the file for the Grace Ashcroft's blood, and also a Mr. Raccoon 9, and also a key item for the helicopter. Okay, so there's not much to do for the Leon section, just get a raccoon, and also there is a tracking thing here as well. So for your first playthrough, if you're doing it, the sniper rifle won't be in this crate because I have to buy it manually for me because I already beat the game. But the sniper rifle will be very close by. I'm pretty sure it's required for this part anyway. So for the Grace, when you see Grace at the window, look left, you will find the Miss Raccoon number 10. Moving back on to Grace now. Okay, we're now back with Grace. So bring Emily to this warehouse section. Once again, part of the story. You will place her down. You then want to now grab the roof hatch manual and also all the goodies around here. Just an FYI, I believe you cannot come back in this room after we have closed the door. So please make sure you grab everything before we leave. Also make sure you bring the Requiem gun with you, just because we can get an achievement with it, and also it does help stunning the woman or the girl with the gun if we don't have any explosive or any like cocktails or anything else to stun the woman. All we have to do is just stun the girl with the gun, just shoot once, you're done. Achievement unlocked. Now, key item, this will be the crank lever. Can't really miss it. Once again, you need to grab it, so move on. We're now in Raccoon City now. Welcome back, everyone. We're finally back, baby. So for the file, this is automatically given to you, so this one you can't miss. So the next file is located as soon as you start this area, on the right hand side on the floor. In amongst the rubble, you will find the next one. So now for Mr. Raccoon number 11, so go into the building on your left. And inside you'll find a lovely Mr. Raccoon. Also, if you really want to, you can go into the back rooms here of the Oasis Cafe. And you will find, I believe, one of them tracking module things as well. So now for the DLC file, this is only related to the DLC 1998 pack, I believe it's called. But of course, yeah, we're going to get that too. So if you do have the deluxe edition, you should have this DLC already. If not, you don't have to get this, so don't worry about it. So this is not related to any achievement, so I'm going to show you anyway. This is the DLC file number 1. I think there's like 5 of them to find. So now when we get to our first actual safe house or safe camp area, this will be the central camp. Inside of that blue tent or the camp, you will find the Engineer Corpse, sorry. And now make sure you turn the generator on and do whatever you need to do in this room before we head out. So now go through the shutter doors right next to where the central camp is located. You will go through this warehouse. Once again, it's very close to where you are. I don't know why I didn't show more of it. But you'll go through the apartment section to find a key item. So now once we get to the very top of this warehouse, we're going to find the distributor. Oh, I'm not going to say that. But you will find this key item. Now after you have looked around for the other set of TNT or C4 explosive charges, look on the bridge behind you and you will find the next Mr. Raccoon. So now after we have gone back to the central camp, use the key on the door very close by to the central camp. Go down into the back alleys, go inside the building again, and you should hopefully find this Mr. Raccoon just in one of the office spaces to our left. Well, I say office space, it's just a room to the left. I don't think it's an actual office space. Maybe a storage space. But you'll find Mr. Raccoon there. It's pretty obvious you'll hear him. Okay, we're now going to find the next set of files. So go down into the water. You will find an enemy in here, of course. And you will find the battery storage locations file. Now let's go to the left now and find the key item for the battery. So use this ladder. This will be the first direction that we need to go for your first battery. So drop down here and just go to the next room or the next doorway. And in here we'll find the battery. Once again, this is all part of the story. And also there will be a weapon in here called the Gal. Unfortunately, I don't see it on my playthrough because once again, I've already beat the game. So I've already picked this up already. So this will be in the box. Okay, after we got the previous battery, go to the right side now in this underground section to find the key item for the valve. Once again, just follow the story progression as normal. You should run directly past this as we have beaten the previous section. Okay, so after we have used both of the batteries to open this shutter door, we're now back into the main streets of Raccoon. Go to the left, you will see a cutscene that plays out. Feel free to skip it or watch it, it's up to you. But the key item for the BSAA container keys, or container keys, then you'll get it right here. So pretty much given to you. So for the inventory list, go inside the container directly next to you after the cutscene's played out. We're now going to find the next two raccoons. So as soon as we leave the container, before going into the building to our right, let's go to the bus on the left here. You will find this at the very front left on the driver's side window. And now we're going to grab number 15, Mr. Raccoon, from the same location. Go to the big hole in the ground and look directly down. Okay, we're going to play from the last location. So back to where the bus was, where we got the previous raccoon. Go inside this apartment. Just follow the apartments and you'll eventually get to this crank anyway. So once again, story related, we need to get it. So now for the Mr. Raccoon memory number 16. So now with the crank, go through this doorway, climb the ladder, go for the first doorway on your right as you climb the ladder. And you should hopefully start to hear the Mr. Raccoon. Okay, we're now done. From the last location, once again, we're going to get the key item and also the explosive receiver stuff. So now once you clear this whole entire area out, I'm not going to show you me doing that. But once you get to the end, you will find the file and also you're going to find two pieces more. You're going to find a broken receiver as well. But yeah, we can fix that when we go back to the central camp. Okay, Mr. Raccoon number 17. So back outside, we're now going to go into the gas station now. So the only way you can get there is to climb this ladder, go across the lorry, and just jump down into the gas station section. So this one's pretty easy to find, it's hard to miss. As soon as you will go inside the store, you will find it directly in front of you on the shelf. So this one's very hard to miss. Okay, we're now going to get the next DLC file. In the gas station, you will find it located on the right hand side here, or on the left or the far back of the shop, depending which way you're looking at it. But that will be the second little story thing for the DLC files. So pretty self-explanatory for this one. We're going to get the gas can and also clear out the ambush we get very, very soon. After you've done the ambush, now go into the gas station still. Well, we're still there. Now we're going to fill it up to get the gas can with fuel. We have now left the gas station. We're going to go for our very first BSAA container. We're going to find the Marksman 1A sniper. I've already got it, so you won't see it here in this container. So this will be container number 3. So like I said, you will find the sniper rifle here, but of course for me, you won't see that. You just see ammo for me picking up. Okay, we're now going to make the shortcut back to the central camp. So on the right hand side, there will be a switch that we can pull down. This will drop the platform above, just so we can get back and forwards a bit easier. So now if you really want to, you can go save your game and do whatever you want to do. But first, we're going to get some extra goodies. So go back through this area where we came up from. Since we have the crank now, we can use it to get the extra goodies. And also this will disappear from my inventory since we now used it in all possible scenarios. So it's not really much stuff to grab here. It's just some Requiem ammo. There is some pistol and shotgun, maybe grenades, and a bracelet too. So now head back to the main central camp. So if you do want to save your game, now is the best choice. Also, we need to go into this container. This container number 2 is actually required for story progression because we need to repair it. Repair parts of this bomb that we're making. Alright, so number 18, Raccoon. So go across the platform again. We're now going to enter this next section to our left. Once again, you need to do this anyway because we have to progress to the next section to get the next part. So drop down in the sewers. Once again, please look around here. There is some more stuff I'm not really showing, but there will be some more stuff in this sewer section. So in here, in the train now, or the train tracks area, we'll find many enemies, and also just keep an eye out because you will find Mr. Raccoon. Once again, this is one of the raccoons that you probably won't miss because you have to go literally right past it. So now we are going to get the BSAA container, the very last one, also the emblem charm. Once again, the charm will not be there for me because I got it already. But also some more goodies over there if you want to grab that. Once again, I don't show you, but there's something there. Unfortunately, there will be some more enemies spawned here, so be very careful as you're progressing back to the main starting location of the level. So here we are, welcome back to the start. So once again, you will find the BSAA emblem here. If you don't, then you'll find just a tracker module thing. But anyway, we're now going to head back once again to the central camp. This time we're going to go back up the elevator. Oh, actually, yeah, I think I told you something wrong. But never mind. So once you go up the elevator, you'll go across the zip line. You can unlock this door to find some goodies. I think there's some health in there. But of course, I won't show that on video. I'll grab that off the video clip. So go to the second floor, and in this building here, you will find the next number 9 Raccoon. And also the final thing we're going to grab will be the relay detonator. So after you have gone up the Willis Tower, at the very end, as soon as you land, you will find it to the right. This one's pretty simple. This is the only time you can get it. So on the bike is Leon. Just shoot Victor when he's trying to shoot you with a red marker above his head. If you interrupt him successfully, you get the achievement. Oh, this is the best area ever. So when you start with Leon once again, so you go off the bike, before going into the main central section of Raccoon, you will find the good old OG oil tanker turned over. Make sure you grab the Raccoon next to it. So now as we enter the RPD, This is the best part of the game. As you go into the RPD, go to the upper section. You will find a cutscene wheel trigger, and then you will grab the diary on the table. Directly behind you, that is. I'll say on the table. It's not really a table, is it? It's a makeshift table of crates. Okay, top secret. This isn't anything to do with anything. So we're going to move on into the next room. So where we see the welcome Leon thing. But on, I think this is Marvin's desk, you will find top secret operation. Marvin!
Hey, Lieutenant Brenner. Kennedy. Reporting.
So now Raccoon number 21 and record of events. So as we proceed in this room, there will be a Mr. Raccoon on the left. Unfortunately, I had literally no ammo, so the only thing I had to use was a shotgun. Also behind you, on the right hand side, you will pick up the record of events as well. So we will be coming back here eventually, but just not yet, because there will be another part to this area. Optional that is, but we still need to do it for all the files. Okay, so we go through the operations room, go back through the corridor, turn left. You may even find another zombie. Climb the ladder here and go into the stars room. So ignore the library to the right, go straight. So in here you'll find many things to do. So make sure we grab all the files. The first file is on the right hand side. This will be, I believe, clue number 2. I think this is. Now we're going to grab, I believe, the Barry to-do list. Barry's to-do list, I should say. Now I believe it's going to be the library card in the main chief's office, Chief Iron's office. So open up this drawer and just simply wait here for about 10-15 seconds. And the final thing we're going to grab is the scavenger hunt clue number 1. And yes, we do need to grab all these clues, because if you don't grab these, then it won't trigger the next scene of events to happen. Okay, so for the code case RRR, since we know what it is already, we don't have to go find it. Basically, it's just Rebecca. So you'll find this briefcase. Just type in the code RRR, and then you'll get the Charm Power Shades charm. So now we're going to head into the library. So leaving the stars room, going left into the library, and we're going to find the mechanic jack. And also we're going to find the Mr. Raccoon 22. And also the photograph. So the photograph will be the puzzle solution for the RRR. Once again, we still need to grab it for the achievement, so... Okay, so now we are going to grab the emblem charm for the stars and also the locker key. So we have now successfully triggered all the events to trigger now. So you will find Mr. Tofu. If you don't know who he is, he's from the Resident Evil 2 Mercenary section. Very, very legendary character. I don't know too much about him, but he is high regards to Resident Evil players. I don't really play Mercenaries much, but I do know of the character. So we need to go back into the operation room in the first floor of the police station. If you listen very carefully, you will hear Mr. Tofu around on the left hand side. You can see him in I think it's 3 places you can find him. I don't show it, but I'll let you guys walk around to find him. So you pick up the locker key in the operation room TV. And now we're going to go to this locked cabinet in the main police room. So you will find an Easter egg here as well with like the PlayStation stuff. You see Street Fighter and Resident Evil stuff. Now, there's really not much for me to explain here, but yeah, I really don't like. I don't know why they added this. This is one of these parts like, oh, do they have to add this? I wish there's a skip function. So with Emily, we're going to have to go into the director's room to find the hatch key. And when we get close to the end of the Emily scenario, we're going to find the file for the toe tag located in this coffin. I believe this is one of the files I did actually miss, because I wanted to get this over and done with. I did not enjoy this. It's like one of these things like a Resident Evil 2, like the Sherry section. It's just like, I don't want to do it. But there is quite a few files for Emily's section as well. So once you have climbed up the coffins and you will find the fire poker, now we can get the hell out of here and climb the ladder. So in the laboratory section, we're going to find many, or I say many, a few files. So the file number 1 here. And we're going to find the new researcher's notebook located on the other table. So now with Leon, we see a friendly face. Oh, I say friendly. But after this cutscene, look directly behind you. You'll find the guide pamphlet. I believe this guide pamphlet was actually in Resident Evil 2 as well as a collectible. So now we are leaving the RPD momentarily. We're going to go to Kendo's store now to find the next DLC file. So we're just going to ignore everything here. So you'll get a cutscene once again right now. In this room right now, there is a shotgun to pick up if you want to grab it. But you will find the next DLC file located in the car here. So now we need to head to the parking garage. Parking garage.
This girl can't be.
So once again, there is a shotgun on the shelf to the right. I don't show it yet because I'm a dum-dum. But now we're going to head to the parking lot. So the first car we get to will be the right car for the next DLC file called Mummy 4. Okay, so for the weapon part, I've already got it. This is located in the container directly in front. So I do apologize once again. I don't show you it because I've already got it. But it's not hard to find. It's directly in that container. Can't miss it. It should be on the table to the right, next to the ammo we just picked up. So now we're also going to find the cute bear charm. So Resident Evil 2 Easter egg down here, so make sure you pick up the charm. It is directly around here somewhere. I've already got it once again. Okay, so now we're going to run out of the parking lot, go back into Kendo's area. This time go to the right, you will find some shoes. That is unfortunately Marvin's daughter that dies. So that guy's family didn't have a very good time in Raccoon City. So you will find number 5 that has no writing at all. And then once you do that, you will find the next charm, the RPD charm. And also in the same area, just look up and left, you will find your next Mr. Raccoon 23. So this is the gun. I'm going to show you, but I've already been using it. Throughout this whole playthrough, I've been using this gun. So in the room where you see Kendo and his daughter, but you'll see it just on the shelf here. Of course, you don't see him here, but in Resident Evil 2, this is the room where he, you know, pow daughter's face. I'm assuming he shot the face, but so this one's pretty self-explanatory. All we have to do is kill all 9 of the plant 43 seedlings. A lot of these are basically given to you, but there is odd ones, I think about 2 or 3, maybe I think 2 that you can actually miss. So don't feel too overwhelmed if I don't show much of the location, because you do actually run into it naturally. So this is one of them where you're going to miss. So on the left hand side, if you drop down to the left, you'll see this one that will spawn out anyway. I believe this one you can't miss, but there is another way. If you keep going to the left after you killed it, there will be another one that spawns. Technically you don't have to go up that location, so this is technically missable. This seedling, did I say? Seedling. So, but if you do explore around, then you should be fine getting this achievement. We're still playing as Leon. So when we get inside the laboratory finally, the first doorway on our left, you will find the NOAA status report located in the safe room. Now to the right hand side, before we go past, you will find the raccoon on the right. So this one's pretty easy to spot. Now when we get to the 3 statues in the middle of the room, can't really miss it. You want to head right now and you will find, I believe, 3 files. So the Raccoon City Bar Weapon Report and the product catalog 1 and 2 in this room. So this is just before we get to the next boss section. So there should be 3 files here, and then we can move on, I believe, to Grace now. Okay, I'm not going to show much of this one. It's pretty self-explanatory. So when you find the liquors for the first time as Grace, she will say, oh, we've got to be quiet. In this same room with the liquors walking around, you will find a safe. So make sure you go the combination to the right first, 10, left, 90, right to number 20. And now we're going to grab the next weapon. You can actually craft these very shortly as well. The chemical, the acid I should say. So in the chemical area, we will find at least 2 of these bottles of acid. So use them wisely. In this same room, we're going to find the override key for the dump control room. So the dump control room is where we came from when we started the level, or started this section alone. So we need to head back now. So head back to the lab entrance and all that stuff. And just head back where we started this section.
All right, Leon. Be careful.
So there's the magnetic key.
Nice.
Now we're going to move on. So go back to where the safe room is, or the save point. Now interact with the door, go through. Take the first doorway on your left in the red room, and you will find your next file. We're getting very close now to the end of the files. I believe the last 2 files are actually automatically given to you. So the last 2 files is impossible to miss. So right next to you, there'll be a safe, and once again, a crafting recipe for bottle of acid. So right next to you, there'll be a safe. So starting from left, go left to 50, right to 60, left to 80. I'm doing it slow on purpose just so you can see the numbers I'm going to. Inside, you will find an empty bottle, acid, and a injector. Okay, now we're going to get the file for the sterilization. This one is pretty simple as well to find, not too difficult. So as we're about to go to find some more liquors, the first massive container you see that says umbrella on it, go inside to find the file. Now in the main container section, there will be multiple containers that you can open to find goodies, but I'll leave that up to you to explore. But the first container you find in the main room will hold a hit pouch. Now we're going to go to the middle to the right hand side to find the next file. I'm pretty sure I killed all the liquors here, but it's up to you if you want to kill them. You can leave them alone. Sometimes they will help you by killing other zombies. But in the far left container in the middle of the map, so if you look on your map it's on the right, but depending which way you're looking, to be honest, if it's left or right. Okay, so not too far from the last location, we're now going to head up the steps in this main container section. In this room, we're going to find the final Raccoon. This will be 25. We're going to find the map. I think this is pretty pointless, but there's a map right there too. And also we're going to find the key item for the Noble Orb. Also, just a recommendation, get to a save point whenever you want to save the game, of course. Quit to the main menu, go to special options, and make sure you get the Mr. Raccoon stuff, because then you can upgrade your guns even further. So now we're going to go back to the other place to grab the orb. So we're going back to where we... lost train of thought now. But yeah, anyway, we're going back where we first came from the chemical lab area, to grab the next orb. So since we do have the key to get inside, we can now grab this last orb and we can leave. So heading back to the save point again. This time we're going to go through the red door directly in front, since we do have both of the key items now. Be very careful. Do not interact with the main screen in front, because it will trigger a cutscene and then you will miss this collectible. So make sure you grab the file here, and then yeah. And we are basically done with this guide now. So just enjoy the rest of the game.